So in the last episode, Ayana Koji kind of went into a fiendish mode. He created a situation with Kay to be confronted by Manabe down in the ship's boiler room. Like nothing bad ever happens in a boiler room, but um, Manabe and her friends and as well as this Rika that we kept hearing about, was there. Um, they deduced that Kay has been bullied in the past. It triggered Kay. She went into PTSD mode. They kind of just kicked the crap out of her. Like, yeah. All the while, Ayana Koji was just sitting there on the top balcony, just recording recording it all, man. Like vile, man, vile. But that this whole situation was brought about by Kay's own actions and not taking accountability. I cannot reiterate that enough. But Ayana Koji, got her on his side by, promising to protect her in ways that Hirata or, the dude from Class A, I don't care what his name is, from the group they were in. Um, but she has to help, sway the girls in the class to get Class D to Class A. We also had the conclusion of the test that they were doing, and Ayana Koji pulled the old switcheroo on the Mars group, and he didn't do it once; he did it twice. So no matter who guessed the VIP in that group, they would have been wrong. And he foresaw a lot of things, like Ichinose calling his phone, and yeah, and we also had another Ryuen Horikita moment where Ryuen pretty much just came out and stated, yeah, Class D is going to be Class C's target. And for some reason, that seemed to be a problem for Ayana Koji. But is it really going to be a problem? Let's go ahead and find out. It says Classroom of the Elite, Season 2, Episode 4. The material has to be created. F. Nightingale.
I don't get it. What are you talking about? What did the names of the groups have to do with the VIPs? Were they supposed to be a hint?
I already explained it to you.
No. Remember how the groups were all named after planets? That, along with the students' names, was how the VIP was chosen for each group. You following so far?
Okay.
Mars is the 4th planet from the sun.
Yes.
If we sort that group into Japanese alphabetical order, it goes Ayano Koji, Ichinose,
Okay.
Karuizawa.
So that's why I was picked to be the VIP.
In the Earth group, Kushida was chosen. Third name listed for the 3rd planet from the sun.
Okay, okay. I got it. I got it. So that's how Ryuen
Exactly.
managed to
So
figure
it's
out the
simple once
mechanics.
you know
Okay.
it.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to figure it out during the test. Even if you saw the pattern in your class, there's no way you'd be able to prove it.
That's right.
But Ryuen did somehow. Based on their scores, Class C must have found out the rule.
He still made a mistake. I suspect that someone sabotaged him.
From what it looks like, he
Yeah.
was out of Class C under his control.
Yeah, we know who.
Just speculation. Dictators foster an unhappy populace.
What if the miscalculation was because of someone from another class?
I wonder that too.
Maybe, but I have a hard time believing that
Yeah,
Ryuen
sure.
would stand up to that.
Sure,
bully.
Koji, sure.
You've got a point.
Oh,
I gotta say, I'm glad you decided to come join us. I mean it.
What choice did I have? It's becoming apparent that these exams require teamwork to successfully clear.
That does seem like
hey, she's finally
So even if I don't
learning.
like it, it's important to form connections with the people I need to rely on.
Starting September,
It's nice to
continuing
see
through early
Horikita finally
October,
getting out
you'll
of the
have more gym
isolist
classes than
mentality.
usual to prepare you for the sports festival. I've
Oh,
handed out
sports
your new
festival.
schedules along with the rules for the festival. You can find the same information posted on the school's website. You may compare them if
Oh,
you
so
must.
it's the entire school.
Excuse me. Is the sports festival going to be considered a special exam?
You're certainly free to think of it as one if it helps you.
Ooh.
Regardless of what you call it, this will have a major influence on your class's standing.
Ooh.
All of you will be
Okay.
working together with Class A to make up Team Red.
We're teaming up with Class
Oh,
A?
okay, okay.
Second and
So
third years too?
so they split the classes. Since they have 4 classes in each grade,
Hold on, guys.
2 classes
Try to speak one at a
from
time.
each grade, Team Red, yeah.
Discuss it later.
And I bet it's the same classes for each grade.
Thinking about how you'll finally get a chance to see him again, huh?
I don't have a clue what you're talking about.
Oh, you know damn well who you're talking about.
So I'd drop it if I were you.
Why do you always threaten to stab him?
Make sure that you fully understand the rules.
It says all events are classified as either mandatory or voluntary.
Generally speaking,
Who's?
voluntary events award more points for participating than the mandatory ones.
Oh, of course.
As a word of advice, you should try your hardest to place well in every event.
Ooh.
Those who do well enough will be
Okay.
awarded bonus points that can be added to their next written exam. I'm sure a number of you could use them.
So as long as you make the podium, you can
Sounds too good to be true.
you can skate by
That's
a
tough
little
to
bit.
catch.
Of course,
Those who
there's.
place in the bottom 10 will be penalized.
Oh. Oh.
Wait, hold on a second.
It says there will be a penalty?
The 10 first-year students in each event who perform the worst will have 10 points deducted from their total score on their next written exam.
Oh.
So we can lose exam points too?
Dude, this sucks.
Oh man. As long as you're not in the bottom 10, you're good.
The handout I gave you includes a list of all the events. It'll be up to you to pick the ones you compete in.
There are 13 events total.
This feels like a lot of events.
They expect us to do all of this in one day?
How much of the planning are we expected to do?
It's all up to you.
No.
Absolutely everything, from how many voluntary events you enter to
Okay.
which heat each person will be in.
Looking like it's Pseudo's time to shine, bro. He'll be glad. Not. Horikita should be glad that she didn't let him get expelled.
Both of the previous special exams, there were multiple ways to pass. The school likes to give us options. That's why there has to be more at play.
I don't know. I've got a feeling the sports festival is going to be different from the other tests.
You sure? It seems like any other special exam to me. It's structured just like the last two. Each class can earn or lose points.
You're not wrong. On paper, it is
You,
similar.
you got to see the
but
bigger
principle
picture of
behind it is
things.
very different. Think of it this way. The first 2 special exams had different premises, but at their core, they were testing our intelligence.
And you're saying the sports festival isn't.
Well, of
Exactly.
course. That should
Miss
be
Chibashida
obvious.
even told us that our strength and athletic abilities were the only things that mattered for the sports festival. We can't trick our way through it. If we want to win this, we'll need to make sure our class is fully prepared. It's the only option.
I was talking about that. How we should prepare.
You were looking for loopholes, a shortcut to victory.
Mm.
Like having the other team's students miss their events, or by
Mm.
finding a way to make them drop out.
That's...
I know.
Mm.
You want more than anything to win.
I see. So you're saying we'll have to beat the other classes through more traditional means.
If that's how you want to take it, be my guest.
Oh.
I'm telling you, you guys are way overthinking this thing. I
He's
know I can
looking
easily
at
win
a
all those
bigger
events, trust me.
picture. Like,
Plus, if I win,
You-
the class wins. It benefits
like
everybody here.
in
I
war,
guess so.
right? In
Well, if he says
war,
he can do it. Honestly, I don't see
you
a
can
problem with
afford
Sue
to
competing in all
lose
the
little
voluntary
battles.
events.
Then it's settled. You won't regret
As
it.
long
I'm
as
gonna
you
win
can
every single
get
one of those
the
events.
entire
Now
victory
that that's
in the
decided, let's
end.
go back to the main
Yeah,
question.
so
How will we determine who gets...
Hold on. I have an alternate proposal.
Ayana Koji's
Between
looking
those
at
two
this as a
options,
little
I do
battle.
prefer the skill method.
I
But
see
still,
you.
there's
I
no
see
guarantee it'll
you.
be enough for us to beat the other classes.
I guess that's true.
The idea itself is sound, though it could be better. We should still put our athletic students in the events they're good at. But for the mandatory events, we need to be more strategic with whoever we select. If we do it right, we can easily gather points.
But you're telling us to throw away our chance to earn extra exam points. You can't just use people like that.
I understand your concerns about this strategy,
It's unfair.
but your priorities are misplaced. Instead of trying to earn exam points, focus on your studies so you don't have to rely on them.
Ooh.
Only the top 3 places get those points. Earning them was never a sure thing. You need to face reality. What event do you think you can place 3rd or better in?
It could happen.
Well, what's going on with Kate?
I have some thoughts. Horikita's suggestion. I'm sorry, but I can't go along with it.
Koji, what did you do? What did you send her? I know it was you. Flipping over your phone was sus, bro.
And what's your issue with my idea?
Well, your proposal just doesn't sit right with me.
Your objection to it is based on your feelings?
Fine, I don't understand it.
I thought I was being clear. What are you not understanding?
All of it? Why don't you dumb it down so even I get it? Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot you don't like dealing with idiots.
Stop putting words in my mouth.
But it's the truth, isn't
Oh
it?
no,
I agree with
those
you.
are your words.
How could you
Like,
say that you want your classmates to fail?
It's for the greater good.
Then you berated the people who wanted extra exam points. How do you expect our class to work together with that attitude?
It's not like we have another choice.
I guess I should have expected that from you. Well, what do you think, Kushida?
Huh? My thoughts?
Yeah.
Why bring her into
This is
this?
kind of a tricky situation.
Oh,
Because I feel like I can understand where both sides are coming from. In a perfect world, we find a way to combine both ideas. So everyone, regardless of how they place in their events, can be happy. That would be the best solution.
the world's not perfect
Yeah,
though.
something like that would be nice.
So something's
I've
gotta
already
give.
considered that. There's a way we can satisfy everyone. While coming in last place results in a penalty, placing in the top 3 awards you private points. The points that our top placers earn can offset any points we'll lose. As long as we work together, no one loses out.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
But it only helps for private points. Your proposal is still unfair. What do you think about it, Sato?
If Karuizawa is against the idea, then I am too. Same with me.
I'll go with whatever Karuizawa thinks we should do.
Did you not listen to a word I
Karuizawa's
said?
influence.
You're against it only because
Ooh.
she is. That's irrational.
This argument isn't going anywhere, and since neither side is budging, let's settle this with a vote.
Yep, that's exactly what we need.
Horikita's suggestion is to focus entirely on optimizing our picks, while Karuizawa's suggestion is to let people choose their own events. Let's have a show of hands. First up, who here agrees with Horikita?
Okay.
All right, 10 votes.
Hey, Ayana Koji.
I'm abstaining. Don't look at me like that.
And next, if you agree with Karuizawa's plan for how we'll pick events, then raise your hands now.
Two people didn't vote. And it was the Giga Chad and Koji.
Everyone else abstaining. Heck yeah! All right, now that we've decided our approach, let's hammer out the rest of the details.
I did what you asked me to do. Mind telling
I
me
knew
what
it.
the point of it was?
Only the top 3 places get those points. Earning them was never a sure thing. You need to face reality. What event do you think you can place third or
Yeah.
It could happen.
So
That was a good argument you came up with on the spot.
I still don't get
Yeah,
why you
yeah.
told me to argue with Horikita. I actually agreed with her idea. And what was the point of asking Kushida for her opinion? Come on, don't you think I deserve to know?
If I had to explain myself for every little thing, it'd be a pain. Anyway, I have secrets I'd like to keep.
Damn.
There's something that I've been meaning to ask you about. What's your reason for doing this?
I'd like to raise Class D's standing. If you asked Horikita, she'd say the same.
That isn't what I meant. I want to know what you're actually after.
I wonder. Currently, my goal is to put Class D in a position where they could take Class A's spot. Are you satisfied with that now?
And you really think you can make that happen by pulling everyone's strings?
It's understandable that you wouldn't just believe me, especially without any proof. That's why I'll create a situation that'll show you what I mean. During this sports festival, one of our classmates will betray our class.
Oh.
That's right. The traitor will likely share information amongst the other classes.
You had my interest, but now you have my
Well,
attention.
if that's the case, we should do something about it.
We will when the time comes.
Please tell me it's
What
going
are
to be
we
that
waiting
snake.
for? Wouldn't it be safer to expose the traitor right away?
Just trust me. Now go. We don't want to draw attention.
Nah. It's best to make him look like a clown.
Right. What did you get again?
That's how you really shatter their pride. Just make him look like a clown.
Looks like 11.5.
Look at that, 82.4.
Wow.
Dude, you're some kind of monster.
That's some nice grip strength. I've been working out a lot lately, so, you know. Hey, Koenji, why don't you give it a try?
No thanks. Think I'll pass.
Sounds like he's got a new voice actor.
Something wrong?
What do you think the average grip strength is?
Huh? I don't know, like 60?
60, huh?
You asked the
When it
wrong
comes to
person,
grip
man.
strength, it's not necessarily proportional to the size of your arms. It mainly relies on 2 different muscles in the forearm, which are called the brachioradialis and the flexor carpi radialis.
Yeah.
If you can focus on building up those 2 muscles, you can increase your strength. In other words, with enough exercise and muscle training, a person's grip strength can reach over 100 kilograms. That should be enough.
Bro, you did that like butter. Dude.
60.6.
Oh, wow, you're a lot stronger than you look, Ayano Koji.
Oh, really? Isn't that just kinda average?
I'd say that you're far above average. It's like 45, or maybe even 50 on that.
Told you asked the wrong person, man.
Just 42.6? Can we fudge the number to like 50?
Sorry, you got a 42.6.
I see. So 60 is a bit too high.
Backs into it! Pull like your lives depend on it! We have to win!
Looks like Sakura's laboring, bro. I kind of feel bad for her.
Slow down a little. You're running way too fast.
So that's why our rhythm was off. Because you can't keep pace. Why should I have to hold back to match your mediocrity? Instead of asking me to slow down,
Bro.
you need to speed up.
Bro. Really, man? Like,
Can we talk?
Talk about what?
Listen, I know you may not like it, but you're gonna need to learn to compromise with the others.
If I don't push them, we won't place high enough during the sports festival. For the
People
three-legged race,
have
it's
limits.
more logical to make the slower runners go faster than the other way around.
You're not budging on that position?
Even if they do push past those
the way that you
limits,
think, then you might have a hard time
it
finding
might
a
not
partner.
even be that
If they
big
can't
of a
match my
game.
rhythm, I don't want them as a partner. So that works out for me.
Why don't we make an attempt?
What do you mean by that?
Let's run a three-legged race.
And what good would that do?
The sports festival has a co-ed event. I would like to see for myself if we'd make a good team or not.
You seriously think you can keep up with me? Quit dreaming.
Come on, just this once. I promise that I'll keep up with your rhythm.
Whatever. Okay.
I have a feeling he's about to check her again
Let's get this
and make
over
her
with.
look like a fucking clown.
Hey, hold on.
It shouldn't be hard for you to match my pacing.
Well, duh. I've already got it.
Oh, not so nice when you're on the other end, right?
It's not about how fast you can run. Your problem is that you aren't paying attention to your partner. You need to look at them and get a feel for their rhythm. Focusing only on your own pace is what's holding you back. All right. You'll be coming with me tomorrow.
Huh? What for?
We'll be gathering intel on Team White.
Oh, okay.
It'll be you, me, and someone else.
Who is it?
Oh, not that
Kushida.
snake, bro. Oh, jeez.
But why?
During the last test, there was somebody who betrayed the Earth group.
Oh?
It was her.
Oh?
Well, I appreciate you helping everyone.
Yes! We finally get to make her look like a clown. She deserves to be looked at like a clown, bro. And yeah, I don't like her. I don't like her at all. But yeah, it's interesting. So I wonder if Koji, set that whole thing with Kadarizawa up to like debate with Horikita to make Kushida like or to get a little bit more out of Kushida to see if she's like a traitor, right? Because we can't be for sure if she was the traitor or not. Not until she like comes out and says it, right? But Koji is laying the groundwork to try to put her in a position to where she will come out and admit it. And I hope that it's her, man. I really do. But it was a nice little moment to see him check Horikita again. Yeah. And over, he was right. Horikita was just worried about her own. She was just in her own little world, right? But when you're in a sport where you have a partner or a team sport, you can't just rely on yourself. Like there's so many different moving parts that make up the cog in that wheel. That You know, you can't do it alone. And if, you know, your pace is off from your partners or your teammates, you know, things ain't gonna work out right. Individual sports, that's a different story, of course. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting to see how Koji, you know, gets Kushida to admit that she may be a traitor. I'm definitely looking forward to the next one. And who knows? Maybe, you know, we might get to see the start of the sports festival as well. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me on this one. If you made it this far in the video and you enjoyed it, please leave a like. And if you want to see full uncut reactions, go check out my Patreon. Link down in the description. If you have any opinions or criticisms, feel free to leave those in the comments section below. And as always, if you're feeling frosty, hit that subscribe button. I am out.